Today we're at Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop in Leicester City Centre. The shop has recently moved to new premises, so we thought we'd take a look around and meet Joe, the owner.
My name's Joe. I run the Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop and now the Antique Centre as well. It started off in the indoor market. We were there for a good 3 years or so. Then we moved into the shop next door. We were there for just over a year, and now we've moved into this bigger premises in the last 4 months.
To move into a bigger shop, it means that business or the collecting market is fairly buoyant at the minute.
Yeah, it varies from month to month in the year. At the moment we're going through the summer period, so it's a bit quieter, and then it will get really busy again towards the end of the year. But yeah, I mean, we've been able to move to a bigger premises, so I guess you could say that yeah, we know we've got confidence going forward that it's going to be busy. So the main thing is keeping your prices key and being able to stock what people want.
How do you kind of keep up to date with all the market conditions and the market prices?
I think it's a bit suck it and see, to be honest with you. It's not like a thing where you can go, oh, you know, we'll get this a bit red hot. Sometimes it's a matter of knowing sort of your customers. That's the most important thing. That'll quite often give you feedback. We've got a long list of what people want. So quite often we'll go through that, and if we notice an individual piece and we get it in, we can get on the phone to them straight away and tell them we've got the actual item in. So that works well for us. But otherwise, it's just making sure that you buy very keenly. Because if people think, well, you know, that's a very good price, they're probably going to buy it, even if it's not exactly what they want, because it's a good time to buy at the moment.
I mean, is it quite nice to have a shop where people come in and you get big smiles on people's faces? They remember stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice, that nostalgia element of people seeing stuff from their childhood and realising that a lot of the time it doesn't have to be expensive either. Yes, if you want mint on card, mint in box stuff, the prices go up accordingly. But you know, things in here start from 50p and go up. So you know, people do enjoy that aspect of that nostalgia trip. It's not great to be always busy because sometimes you need a rest, but it's really good. It's nice to see people enjoying themselves on the shop. At the moment we're getting a massive demand for things that are fairly modern. Things like monster high dolls, which is something that I'm not really into, but our shop manager, she's really pushed us in that direction, that any we can get hold of. So that's something that's really good. Other things as well which have been fairly new to me, which is brought out by the team we've got here, because we've got a group of people which obviously have their own individual interests and they'll push their own particular thing. But we're finding that the market is mixed. Dinky toys at the moment, loose stuff, we're finding we can't keep hold of it in the shop for more than 5 minutes, it's selling straight away. So that's really good, but on the other hand it's not as great because you've never got any stock. Action Man again, that's gone through a big slump, but we're finding that more people are coming back in and going for the older stuff rather than the 40th anniversary, so we're finding that in every toy line practically there's something at the moment that's hot. You know, there's not one toy line in particular I'd say, but in every toy line there's something that people want.
How did you become a dealer?
Bit complex, but it basically expanded from an enjoyment of all things, sort of all items that were a bit older. So I liked old cars, I liked old furniture, I liked old toys. And then I went to an auction, not with any idea of anything, and I spent £1. It was in Derby, so it was a pound. Can I hear a pound? I'll have a pound. And I had £1, and I spent it on some action figures. And I bought some Action Man and some Star Wars figures, which I kept, and the rest of the stuff in there was some Evel Knievel bits, all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's the kind of thing that you wouldn't get now, but 10 years ago it was quite possible to buy this stuff because everybody thought it was rubbish. So, you know, £1 plus 30p commission, don't forget the commission, and essentially that was it. Put some of the stuff on the internet, and it sold, and I made £50 out of £1. And that was, to me, a big light bulb going on, hold on a minute. And then I tried from there, and that was it. That was my straight bat. I just tried it from there and see how I got. And it was a learning experience every time. I made lots of mistakes along the way, but it's been great fun, and I'm still enjoying it now, 10 years on.
What kind of things? I mean, I've seen lots of things in the shop, but what kind of things do you deal in, really?
Everything. That's very honestly. That is just everything from, if it's a toy and you're over the age of 20 and it was a childhood memory, we'll have it. whether it be Power Rangers, which personally I don't like, or your dinky toys and your Action Man and that sort of thing. We'll buy and sell it. That's the idea. We also buy, now with the antique side of things as well, we'll buy antiques, we'll buy guitars, we'll buy old BMXs, we'll buy old cars even. If we think we can make a little bit in it, and it's something we like and we're enthusiastic about, and we can enthuse about it, then we'll have a go at it.
As well as having the shop, do you also go to toy fairs as well?
Yeah, we do the NEC regularly, without fail. The other ones were a bit hit and miss. It depends on A, how much money we need that week to pay the bills, and B, what stock we've got. If we've got loads of stock just come in, obviously we want to clear a lot of it out, because although we've got a lot bigger shop than we had before, we still don't have the room for all of it, so we will clear it out then. So if you see us at another toy fair, chances are we're going to have some bargains on there. They can check on Facebook or Twitter. They can ask questions as well, so you go into this one. We'll also we do some of the Collectomania fairs as well. So Glasgow we do every year as well now, which is a long trip, but it's good fun. We have a good laugh up there. The Scottish people are brilliant. They're really good buyers. They're really sound to get on with. So we love doing that show. That's probably my favourite show actually, because I get a weekend away as well. So it's great.
You can find Leicester Vintage and Old Toy Shop near the marketplace in the city centre.